No, good morning. Man, woke up a little stuffy this morning. Omizu, what's good, bro? Boy, these dudes don't sleep. We just be up. Starting to feel like Napalm P now, like P be up all kind of hours. This motherfucker been up all night playing D&D. This motherfucker played D&D damn near 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. And still up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's wild. No, losing that one teammate, that shit was fucked up. Motherfucking snakes was poisonous. Giant poison. Well, you say it wasn't anacondas if they poisonous. Mm. I'm hitting the snooze on that one. Wait a minute. Oh well. I gotta say, who the hell sets an alarm on Saturday? I'm fucking snakes, bro. Is that just a random event, or do you have to fight those snakes at that park? You know, you had a big ass party too. You had like 6 people in your group, right? Yeah, that's a lot of people, a lot of characters in your party. But when you fighting fucking boulder hurling giants and giant poisonous snakes, you need about 5 or 6 people to help your ass fight. Fuck that. Hmm. So it ain't gonna happen at the same place every time, but it's gonna happen.
was it about the Negro? I mean, every other group.
Come out now, everybody's scared. What you scared for, buddy? Come back here and get to know me. I won't bite you. I might nibble a little bit, but I won't bite you hard. Yeah. Real time. Like, why is you running from me? You can read the Bible together. I can read the Bible. I try to be saved. That's why I won't bite you, because the Lord said don't bite me. They tell you they want the rich.
Bro, pick the camera up. What you doing? What you doing, man? What's funny? Stop laughing. Come on, dude. Get serious about this.
I know what's going on.
Huh?
I know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on?
No. They leave me going out here.
But didn't you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Wendy,
Why
good
don't you
morning.
act like you don't know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I want to go back inside.
You want to go back inside?
Yeah.
Why? This is work.
It's too hot out here.
But do it even. Nigga, what you mean it's too hot?
Look at here. The bugs.
Okay.
The bugs.
Bro, pick the camera up. What you doing? What you doing, man?
He talking about having a 2-year-old cameraman.
Come on, dude. Get serious about this.
I know what's going on.
Huh?
I know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on?
No. They leave me going out here.
But didn't you hear what I said?
Yeah.
So why don't you act like you don't know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I want to go back inside.
You want to go back inside?
Yeah.
Why? This is work.
It's too hot out here.
But do it even. Nigga, what you mean it's too hot?
Look at here. The bugs.
Okay.
The bugs.
Bro.
I said, I don't know what's going on now. It's too hot out here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh no. That's gonna be.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh no. That's gonna be. Alright. I already got 3 in my mouth.
Right, you know, it's gotta get some hype over bowling.
3 pounds? No, what? 3 pounds? Subject to criticism. Friendships have been ended. Public figures have been torn to pieces. People are scared to speak up, and not just on social media. They're scared in the privacy of their homes too.
It's late into game night. You played everything. It's time for a game that'll challenge you mentally and emotionally.
We do have one other game. Oh, what is it?
Let's talk about Israel.
No, it's not.
Navigate your way through the Holy Land, stopping to pick up neutral talking points along the way. But if those talking points offend anybody,
Obviously, this is all very complicated,
Nice one, Dave.
and I'm certainly no expert,
Could afford me.
but it just seems like the Israeli response is disproportionate.
you'll spend hours navigating this conversational minefield and having no fun doing it.
Well, this conflict goes back a long, long way.
Listen,
But when one force occupies, am I not allowed to say that word?
I don't know. These rules are hard to follow.
You might not know what you're talking about, but don't let that stop you from weighing in.
I feel bad for anyone, anywhere who's uncomfortable about anything.
What was wrong with that one?
Can you pass the hummus?
Oh, you want to give Hamas a pass?
No. That's not what I said.
That is not what he said.
Just like the real conflict, this game may never end.
The two-state solution, the violent escalation, both sides. What the hell do you want from me?
Let's talk about Israel. Not fun for the whole family. From the makers of Daddy's Cheating on Mom.
I don't ever want to play this game again.
Stop. Secret Papa? Oh, £3? No, what? I'm good.
If you compare your career to somebody, who would it be?
Michael Jackson.
Hell nah.
Never.
You're a liar.
There's just nothing. I mean nothing. That would make a nigga do some shit like this. What the fuck made you get up and say, let me just gobble it? Shoulda knew this nigga was done when he started speaking like a Sims character. Already knowing he's compromised. I would have expected some shit like this from Ray J.
I just want to see if they tend to angel wood. This perfection, right? Look at that. That's pure D black diamond right there. That's oxtail at its finest. Smoking to perfection. Destination, one in the nation. I just want to see if they
All right. Yo, the memes are so funny this morning. We gotta get paint, guys. We're gonna continue to work on the black jacket. We need to finalize this song too. So I thought oh shit. I thought I had a I think I'm dying. Whoa. I need to say something like holy moly. Oh, my cousin, hold on, before I play my music. You know, my cousin did send me this one. Damn, I didn't charge my phone last night. My cousin sent me this one rap last night. Well, this one meme. Is it on here? Or where did she send it?
Man, I can't believe that y'all compared that man to Jesus. Half these Christians sound like demons. Love your neighbor, ask yourself, what version of the Bible y'all been reading? Y'all compared that man to Jesus. Well, tell the nation under God it's not freedom of speech no more. People out here losing jobs. You know what's real when Jimmy Kimmel get the boot. I'm scared of posting. Wasn't mad at the same people mad about that cancel culture. Same people sensitive and talking about how soft we getting. Ain't my fault the dude that kept your savior matches your description. One thing's ambidextrous, don't matter if you left or right. We saw those text messages and knew that shit was FBI. Speaking of the FBI, I speak my mind and know they watching. They lynched two niggas, held a moment of silence for the Nazi thoughts of Prince of Charlie, but they talked about the last school shooting. When you ever seen somebody's death outrule the Constitution? Black or gay or trans or immigrant, they trying to take us out. But we can deal with that stuff later. Where the hell them Epstein files? Man, I can't believe.
This is like the third person I heard make a rap about Charlie Kirk. Like the third person. I rather complain about the system instead of about just a person. Because the system, the way shit is set up is what led to these situations. Anyway, he had bars though. That shit was hard as fuck though. I can't even lie. So I wrote this song about fucking at least 10, 12 times. And there's 3 versions right here. I like the way this version sounds. I think this middle version is closer to the way we were trying to sing it. I don't know. The first version is pretty good too, but this is All My Life. Hold on. Which one is this one? I want to listen to this one. Right? I need to put this on the charger because the battery is hella low. So Mizu wrote this song for me last night. Hey, I ain't a thief if I'm telling you if I'm telling you what I'm about to do. Appreciate the song though, bro. You're fucking awesome, dude. Oh, the glare is gonna kill me this morning. Jeez. Can we not have a glare? Oh, fine. Hold on. Oh. I feel so stuffed. Hey, well, maybe just turn this fucking light off for a second. It's really that light bulb shining down. Is it or is it not? I feel like it's just the goddamn phone screen itself. Oh my god, why can't we never just like find a perfect spot for this shit to work right? It's really bright outside already. Well, it is 7 something. I thought it was still earlier. I don't know what I'm thinking actually. This is All My Life. Is that good right there? That's good. Written by Tiny Brush Gang, yeah.
Looking for a better way, trying to fade the pain away. Jumping fences just to get away, chasing dragonflies on a lazy day. Looking for a better place, trying to fight back all the rain. Hoping just to get a little taste, puffing magic dragons till my brain in a day. All my life, I've been chasing better.
Oh shit.
Why would I turn back now? I don't need a hero. Life can really break you down. Regardless we grow. Life can really break you down. Gotta stay in control. Life can really break you down. Never stop, always go. All my life, I've been
Thinking better days all my life.
I've been chasing better days all my I've been chasing better days all my life. All my life.
That shit right there go hard.
Job.
So it's gonna be that one. All right, it's gonna be that one or this one.
Trap house entertainment. Looking for a better way, trying to fade the pain away. Jumping fences just to get away, chasing dragonflies on a hazy day. Looking for a better place, trying to fight back all the rain. Hoping just to get a little taste of the magic dragons in my brain. Chasing better Why would I turn back now? I don't need a hero. I can really break you down, regardless we grow. I can really break you down, gotta stay in control. I can really break you down, never stop, always go. All my life, I've been chasing better. I've been chasing better. All my life.
So that's the toss up between them two. Man, I don't know. I think I like the first one for the most of the vocals and the music elements, but I really like the vocals and the flow on that second version, but I think it's too screamy towards the end. That's the only thing. Oh, I wish you could tone that shit down just a wee bit. A weed just a notch or two. Because actually on that second version, that second verse, how it starts out, I love that shit the best. I ain't gonna lie, like, why would I turn back now? I don't need a hero. Like I really break you down. I don't know. I like both of those versions so much. I don't want to keep rolling it. There's no need to really roll it. I just need to like pick one of these because man. But like I said, I saved 3 of them. This is the other alternative. But this was the first one that I saved. And then after I got the last 2, I was like, I don't even know about that first one anymore. But this was the one that initially, like, I'm like, that's getting kind of close to what I want to hear.
Trap House Entertainment. Looking for a better way, trying to figure right away, jumping fences just to get away, chasing dragonflies on a hazy day, looking for a better place, trying to fight back all the rain, hoping just to get a little taste, puffing magic dragons till my brain is dead. All my life I've been chasing paradise. All my life I've been chasing paradise. All my life I've been chasing paradise. All my life. All night, turn back, now I don't need a hero like you really break you down. Regardless, we grow like you really break you down. Gotta stay in control like you really break you down. Never stop, always go. All my life, I've been chasing paradise. All my life, I've been chasing paradise. All my life, I've been chasing paradise. All my life, all my life. All my life, I've been chasing better days all my life. All my life, all my life, I've been chasing better days all my life. Trap House Entertainment. Looking for a better way.
Man, don't tell me which one you like, man. Tell me which one is the best. Yeah, like I do like this version. Is that the one? That okay? So that was like I said, that was the first one that was like, okay, this is like you never. Well, I'm not gonna say never, but you rarely get it on the first round. But after 2 or 3 rounds, it started. Once again, you thumbs up or thumbs down, thumbs up, and it pushes it closer and closer. And that was the first one. I was like, haha, this is kind of it. It's kind of like it's getting there. But the next two, oh man, I swear, bro, that's why I saved these three. They're all pretty good, right? Can y'all not see what I'm paying? I never turned the camera. Oh. They're all like pretty fucking good. That one was 3 minutes and 9 seconds. The second one is 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And the third one is 3 minutes and 57 seconds. They're getting increasingly longer. I just realized that. But no, they all sound good, dude. That's just I was like, no, I got one I like. I think I got the final version. And it's like, no, nigga, you don't got the final version.
Looking for a better way, trying to fade the pain away, jumping fences just to get away, chasing dragonflies on a hazy day. Looking for a better place, trying to fight back all the rain, hoping just to get a little taste, puffing magic dragons till my brain in a day. All my life, I've been chasing better. Why would I turn back now? I don't need a hero. Life can really break you down. Regardless where you grow, life can really break you down. Gotta stay in control. Life can really break you down. Never stop, always go. All my life, I've been chasing better.
Hey, bro.
All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life, all my life. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life.
I almost want to keep that one just for the scratch part in it, bro. Like that's all the way at the end of the song, and it only does it once. But that little scratchy mix in there, that shit is fucking hard. That was the second one. This is the third one. This is the longer one. So I like the first one because, like I said, was the first version that really appealed to me. I like the second one because it sounds really similar to the first one, but it does have that like little scratchy thing at the end. And then I like this third version, which is the longer version. It's something about just the vocals, especially on the second verse, how that one bar comes in. It just sounds like so natural. I don't know. It's but also on the third version, it doesn't really capture the lyrics as well as the other two versions, because there's the one bracket right here that says at the, will it focus? It says all my life, and then I put a bracket and then scream. I want you to scream all my life again. But instead of doing it twice, it just drops the bottom one and screams the first one, and then like I said, it's really loud and screamy right at the end of this version. And so those are the only two things that turn me off for this, but I love the vocals on it. But it doesn't get this it's so hard to focus. It doesn't get that bracket part exactly like I wanted it to sound, and it's kind of screamy. I want it screamy, but like that last note that it hits on the track, it just like quiet down a little bit, nigga. Damn. So it's just, I don't know, it's just like the different elements of each one. So it really might be between the first one and the second one for me.
Looking for a better way, trying to fade the pain away, jumping fences just to get away, chasing dragonflies on a hazy day. Looking for a better place, trying to fight back all the rain, hoping just to get a little taste of the magic dragons in my brain. In a why would I turn back now? I don't need.
That's the part I love right there, yo. I don't know why, yo. That voice brings that fucking.
Why would I turn back now? I don't need a hero. I can really break you down, regardless. chasing better.
I would keep that one just for the fucking, just like I said, that second verse. Why would I turn back now? Life can really break you down. Regardless, we grow. All right. Not a bad little set of lyrics, you know what I'm saying? 99, you know, that was the 99th, 1999th song. Finally finishing this fucking rock album that we've been working on since we've been working on every other fucking album. We started this project and then finished like 6 other projects before we even finished this project. But hey, check the list out. It's getting pretty lengthy. Okay, these are all the same track though, but we got songs in here now. So technically there's 9, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs on this playlist. I don't count different because that was a rap song and I just put it on a rock thing just to see how it sounds. I mean, I could keep it on there as like a remix, a rock remix, and make it an official track on here, but I'm not absolutely counting that one right now. I might not keep that one on the playlist. All right, so now we have Road Rage, Can't Hold Me, Skynet, Go, Space Invaders, Why, Break the Chains, and All My Life. So let's listen one more time so we can make sure which one of these versions we like. But I'm gonna listen to Why, Break the Chains, and then we'll let the other. So this one, the one that we're leaning towards. See, I already listened to that one 12 times. The other ones I listened to them both 6 times. I listened to this one twice as much because I really like that one. But man, those first two aren't bad. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards the second one, honestly. Even though now that I've gone back and listened to that one, but like I say, the way it brings that second verse in there is so perfect. I don't think I could find a better rendition of that part of the song. But on the second one, like the vocals, the beat, the breakdowns, the hook is good, and it has that like that little scratchy mix right there at the end, that DJ scratch mix. I think that's a cool element that I would not have even thought of to put in there, but I don't know. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna run through why and break the change, and then we'll let these three run in order. So this is the way I saved it to the list: 1, 2, and 3. Normally, the later ones I save on a list are normally get the pick because it's like, oh, this was good, but this is better, and, oh, and this is better. So that was my thought process that this was the better version. Why? I want to hear how these sound all together.
Fake news and chemtrails, criminals who skip jail, black budgets for endless wars. I just wanna know why we do that, why we do that, why we do that. Why we do that, why we do that, why we do that. Dance in New Orleans, riding the water, giving ADHD to your sons and your daughters that break the prism, imprison your vision, and compound vaccines, cause all autism, they feed you poison and hide the wisdom, it's all by design, the way they got us living. Why we do that? Why we do that? Why we do that? Why we do that? Why we do If we stand together, we can break the system. When we know the truth, we can change positions. Operation Paperclip, MK, Ultra, Project Stargate. The wait is over. Stand together, we can break the system. If we stand together, we can break the system. Fake news and chemtrails, criminals who skip jail, black budgets for endless wars. Just want to know why would do that? Why would do that? Why would do that? Trap House Entertainment. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I've looked over the information, and shit isn't adding up, theorist.
I love that part. Yeah.
Like the power. Are we ready to change the all when you see the truth, I just drive your ass insane. How do we break the chains that have us all enslaved? When you see the truth, I just drive your ass insane. Funny politicians can't see. We're about to break the system. So they cause division, but we won't follow their agenda. We will not be the victim. We do not support the killing. Innocent women and children. We just want We are one. We are one. A genocide. You can't brainwash us no more. We respect all human life. We are one. A civil war. We are one. A genocide. You can't brainwash us no more. We respect all human life. The chains that have us all enslaved. When you see the truth, light just drive your ass insane. How do we break the chains that have us all enslaved? When you see the truth, light just drive your ass insane. We will not become the victim. We do not support the killing. Innocent women and children. We just want a decent living. Trap House Entertainment. Looking for a better way, trying to fade away, jumping fences just to get away, chasing dragonflies on a hazy day. Looking for a better place, trying to fight back all the rain, hoping just to get a little taste, puffing magic dragons till my brain is all my life. I've been chasing bad days all my life. I've been chasing bad days all my life. I've been chasing bad days all my life. All night, turn back, now I don't need a hero like I really break you down. Regardless, we grow like I really break you down. Gotta stay in control like I really break you down. Never stop, always go. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my I've been chasing better days all my life. All my life. All my life. I've been chasing better days all my life. Trap House Entertainment. Looking for a better way, trying to fade the pain away. Jumping fences just to get away, chasing dragonflies on a hazy day. Looking for a better place, trying to fight back all the rain. Hoping just to get a little taste of the magic dragons till my brain in a day. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life. Why would I turn back now? I don't need a hero. Life can really break you down. Regardless we grow, life can really break you down. Gotta stay in control. Life can really break you down. Never stop, always go. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my all my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life.
Ah, thanks for that. Gotta trust the process. Gotta trust the process.
Trap house entertainment. Looking for a better way, trying to fade the pain away. Jumping fences just to get away, chasing dragonflies on a hazy day. Looking for a better place, trying to fight back all the rain. Hoping just to get a little taste of the magic dragons in my brain. In a day. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life, I've been chasing better days. All my life, I've been chasing better days. Why would I turn back now? I don't need a hero. Life can really break you down. Regardless true. I can really break you. Never stop. Always
Actually, I want to do some of the older, like that song right there, like Road Rage. I wonder what would it sound like, because this was on version 3. Oh no, it's version 4, but it wasn't 4 plus. And then I used a different, I don't know. I just want to try something real quick. So if I take this and copy style description, and then I take that and I go to Road Rage. Let's go to Road Rage. Let's reuse style. But instead of this style, we're gonna put in the style we just used. And then create, just to see what a different prompt would sound like on the older stuff with the, oh my God, you know what? I forgot to put it up to, because when you do this, sometimes it doesn't automatically go to the new version. Shit. I don't know how. Oh, it did come to the new version. Okay.
Trap House Entertainment. Don't let your emotions represent your intelligence. The repercussions might not be pleasant. I work like a peasant, trying to stay calm, so I'm smoking on resin. You take time to try and take mine. You won't live to regret it. I'm fed up with the bitches. Man up and change your disposition. The world's full of competition. Roll rage will make you bang out before you go the distance. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads, don't go hands in our old age. Fucking break, slow it down, gon' catch your fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cave. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads, don't go hands in our old age. Fucking break, slow it down, gon' catch your competition. Road rage will make you bang out. Before you go the distance, that shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads, don't go hands in a old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, gon' catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cage. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads, don't.
I don't mind it like that, actually.
Don't let your
Playing around with old lyrics. I need to be writing my last song. Well, not my last, but my 100th song for the year. The Master Lyricist.
Don't let your emotions represent your intelligence. No repercussions might not be pleasant. I work like a peasant, trying to stay calm, so I'm smoking on resin. If you take time to try and take mine, you won't live to regret it. I'm fed up with the big shit. Man up and change your disposition. The world is full of competition. Road rage will make you bang out before you go a distance. Shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads, some no hands in our old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, gon' catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cage. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads, some no hands in our old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, gon' catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cage. Don't let a moment mitigate the movement. Destiny and omen. Imitate influence. Run around with loose lips. Hit an iceberg, crash out like a cruise ship. When it's a deep trip, kid, roll, race relentless. Niggas choose to bang out, but refuse to handle business. Man up and change your disposition. The world is full of competition. Road rage will make you bang out before you go the distance. Shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads, don't go hands in our old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, don't catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cage. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads, don't go hands in our old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, don't catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cage. Don't let your emotions represent your intelligence. Intelligence, 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 intelligence. Don't let your emotions.
I'm gonna save one of these. I don't think that's not a bad version, man.
Trap House Entertainment. Don't let your emotions represent your intelligence.
No. All right, last time for the old lyrics. I think I'm getting low on credits this month, and it is the 20th. Well, I got 8 days, and I think I got like maybe 600 credits left. I guess I can play around with some old lyrics for a minute. I gotta think of what this 100th song will be.
Represent your intelligence. The repercussions might not be pleasant. I work like a peasant. Trying to stay calm, so I'm smoking on resin. If you take time to try and take mine, you won't live to regret it. I'm fed up with the bitch shit. Man up and change your disposition. The world is full of competition. Road rage will make you bang out before you go the distance. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads don't throw hands in our old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, go catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in a cage. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads don't throw hands in our old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, go catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in a cage. Don't let a moment mitigate the movement. That's in a moment, imitating influence. Running around with loose lips. See the iceberg crash out like a cruise ship. Initial D drip kit, road rage relentless. Niggas choose to play up or refuse to handle business. Or refuse to handle business. I'm fed up with the bitch shit. Man up and change your disposition. The world is full of competition. Road rage will make you bang out before you go the distance.
Trap house entertainment.
Don't let your emotions represent your intelligence. The repercussions might not be pleasant. I walk like a peasant, try to stay calm, so I'm smoking on resin. If you take time to try and take mine, you won't live to regret it. I'm fed up with the bitch shit. Man up and change your disposition. What for the competition? Road rage will make you bang out before you go to distance. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads don't throw hands in our old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, go catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cage. the winds. Run around with loose lips, hit an iceberg, crash out like a cruise ship, initial deep drift, kid, road rage, relentless. Niggas choose to bang out, but refuse to handle business. I'm fed up with the bitch shit. Man up and change your disposition. The world is full of competition, road rage will make you bang out before you go to distance. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads don't throw hands in your old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, don't catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cage. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads don't throw hands in your old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, don't catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cage. Don't let your emotions represent your intelligence. Don't let your emotions represent your
Trap house entertainment.
Your emotions represents your intelligence. The repercussions might not be pleasant. I walk like a peasant, try to stay calm, so I'm smoking on resin. You take time to try and take mine. You won't live to regret it. I'm fed up with the bitch shit. Man up and change your disposition. Run for the competition, road rage will make you bang out before you go to distance. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads don't throw hands in our old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, don't catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cage. That shit'll get you killed like road rage. Old heads don't throw hands in our old age. Pump your brakes, slow it down, don't catch a fade. Gotta learn to tame the beast in the cage.
I don't know about those.
$10 off 5 cans of Zyn when you take the Zyn 10 challenge. Try it for 10 days. Smoke free, hands free, and find your freedom. Claim $20 off your first 5 cans of.
Kind of the point of Free Speech Friday is that it's low key, it's chill. Gigi's coming in to say hi. Claim that it was a folding rifle came from a expert going on mainstream news that was clearly just a propaganda guy. That they asked him, like, so how fast could you break a rifle down like this and conceal it? He said, in a second.
So this guy right here, Ian Carroll, his channel is starting to pick up. He's like a conspiracy guy. I saw him like maybe last year on some Instagram clips talking about like vaccines and 9/11. I was like, oh, another conspiracy guy. But like now his channel is getting really big. I think he went on Joe Rogan one time. I like, yo, once Joe Rogan knows who you are, it's like, oh, you're kind of significant. I did a Joe Rogan podcast. But this guy is giving his take on the shoot. I know. We're all tired of this shit. You know, I'm just now starting to get tired of it. More people will get tired of this shit before I do, because I just know this shit is a fucking setup, yo. Like, I can't believe our media. So I want to listen to other intelligent people give their spin on it too. So just to see how everybody's thinking about this shit and how are we being lied to. But this guy right here brought up some shit that I ain't even fucking think about, yo. There is one really, really good point that he brought up, which is, yo, why didn't I even see this shit, yo? Okay, so there is a video of the suspect jumping off the roof, right? Have we all seen that video? At least Omizu, because we're in America. I don't know if they would try to air that anywhere else, but so there's a video of the guy jumping off the roof. He drops his bag and he jumps down, right? That video has like been circulating a lot in the past few days, and that's how they're saying they identified him from the clothing he was wearing and the backpack he was carrying. That he dropped off the side of the roof. Okay, so Ian Carroll asks this question. The camera that they're showing us of the guy running across the roof, what they showed us was a college, a campus security camera that's mounted on a corner of a building, right? And what we're actually seeing is a zoomed in portion of the surveillance video. You know, you can they'll just zoom it in sometimes. That's what you're seeing, a zoomed in version of the video, all right? If you zoom the video out, you can actually see the spot where he supposedly shot from. So if you can see the spot where he supposedly shot from, instead of coming up with all these hypotheses of how did he get on the roof, did he assemble the gun before he fired, was the gun already assembled and he took it apart or deassembled it before running? If he did carry the rifle with him, was it in his pants? Was it in his backpack? Did he have it in his hand? You wouldn't have to ask all those questions if you just zoom the camera out and you can see the spot where he would have taken the shot. Why did they edit the video? This is a security camera that runs a 24-hour feed. Why did they edit the video, zoom it in, and only show us him running from across the roof and jumping down? I didn't even think to ask that question myself. That is a fucking good ass question, FBI. Hey, FBI guys, why did y'all edit the video and didn't show us the spot where he was at when he apparently took the fucking shot?
In a second, just full, it's all put away.
Yo, he breaks this shit down so good. I was like, bro, that's one of the most
world of
compelling
Bitcoin
points.
mining upside down.
And put it in a backpack? Because when you shoot
meets Go Mining.
Oh my
the
God.
project that has turned the world of Bitcoin mining upside down.
Because if you actually let's get the video evidence to go with this claim, because do I have that video right there? We know of Velocity Center running, and the video is panning But the way you can tell that this character is already moving is by gauging the measurement, the distance between the black person and the edge of this boxy shape. And it shrinks until he's almost behind the boxy shape, right? And so this is when the shot has just been fired, right? People are still just ducking and in panic mode. And so it's like 3 seconds after the shot was fired, and this person is already up and running, right? That is corroborated by the footage the FBI gave us on this security camera, where 12:23:35 p.m., which is like right at the shooting time, he's already running across the roof. And, you know, maybe we'll give him a little bit of grace. Like, it's good to give yourself kind of some wiggle room for error or for whatever, is maybe within a minute of the shooting, right? So did he have time to disassemble the rifle and put it in a backpack? Because when you shoot a rifle, it gets hot. I don't know how hot a Mauser gets after one shot. I've heard people that are gun experts talking about the need for gloves sometimes. I don't know. Let's say he can disassemble it while it's hot without gloves. If he disassembles it, the fastest time I've seen anyone disassemble a Mauser on the internet so far in all the videos everyone's posting is like 50 seconds. It's like plausibly. He drops the screwdriver there. Maybe he's tried to stuff the Mauser into his backpack. There's the footage the FBI gave us on, and
I don't know if he already made that point.
Makes perfect sense because he had to assemble the gun, shot
and the butt. Resolution and quality. We see the individual. Go to exit.
Cool. So there's a video from Matt Kester on YouTube.
And 3.
But it could be interestingly enough, actually, you can see the security camera on Google Earth. But maybe it's just maybe the angle is maybe the angle is making it look like we can see where he took the shot, but you can't really see where he took the shot.
So he made that point early on.
We're kind of fooling ourselves. This camera has clear direct lines with the official FBI. So many details that you can nitpick about the official's narrative that, you know, is valuable to nitpick. It's valuable to be precise about what exactly do we know and do we not know. But ultimately, the best evidence in my mind is just the stuff that's right in your face, that is undeniable, that's clear as day, that there's just no explanation for. And this primary piece of evidence is also one of the most primary problems with the official FBI narrative. Because right here, in this frame, before it, you know, so they do this like auto zoom in kind of thing that they, I guess, applied to the footage as they were chopping it up. Because this is just a security camera right up there on the building. And they give us this zoomed clip where he's running behind the building right there, 12:23:37 p.m. So this is within the minute of the shooting. This is right as the shooting has just happened. And then he appears out here, jumps down off the corner. But we can see where the shot was taken from, right there. This camera has clear direct line of sight at where the shot was taken. And you can tell that just from looking at the video. You can tell that they chose to clip this video because it's not like they were handed this video. They were accessing the original security footage that was just a rolling stream, and they chose to start this footage right after he was already running.
But keep in mind now, social media, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, they were allowed to show the gory scene of the actual impact of the bullet for days. For days, you can see that video. But the FBI won't show us the video of the shooter taking the shot. You would show me the person getting shot, very gory and gruesome, and motherfucking death in 4K. But you won't show me the suspect taking the shot from a distance, from behind. The inconsistencies is what I don't like. That's the part that always catches me up. It's like you're not fucking being consistent with the way you present evidence or come to conclusions. You're not consistent. I don't like it, and I can never fucking trust you guys until I see some kind of consistency. So I say that guy brought up an excellent fucking point. Wow, the video is zoomed in, bro. You're showing us a zoomed in clipped video. If you zoom it out to the normal ratio, you can see that entire roof, which means you could have seen him run up there, take position, take the shot, then get up and try to get away. Why didn't you show us what the fuck he was doing while he was up there? Who was that person? Who was that person and what were they doing on that roof? But now the video is in the hands of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We'll never see that original video ever again. Ever again. That shit is incinerated somewhere. Ashes, my guy. That shit is just ashes now. And I think that's crazy. Our government still getting away with the bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, it's looking like a really nice day out, but I feel a bit of a chill in the breeze is coming in here. I might have to close my windows. Weather, it is only, it's almost 8:30 in the morning and it's still only 53 degrees. Shit. Only 53 degrees. 2 weeks ago, it would have been fucking 70 degrees by now. Do that a little bit. I might need to do the letter portion white before I do the black around it, I think.
Which is a little weird. But maybe it's just maybe the angle is maybe the angle's making it look like we can see where he took the shot, but you can't really see where he took the shot, right? Maybe we're kind of fooling ourselves. You want to double check these things. Think critically. And Blake Bednarz did. Shout out to Blake Bednarz, follow him. He's been doing a lot of on-the-ground reporting here. Because he actually went to the university and went and tried to find this camera. So here he is showing that this is the building. This is the corner right here where homeboy jumped off, right? That's the corner. And he's here in the grass. The building is to the right. And he's looking, where is the security camera? It's right there. That's the security camera that they gave footage from, right? Make sense?
Did you know you could be entitled to a 5 or 6 figure payout if you suffered a serious injury at work, like a broken bone, torn tendon?
And so when you open up Google Earth, interestingly enough, actually, You can see the security camera on Google Earth. So this is the Lossy Center. This is the corner where homie jumped down, right? The alleged shooting position is over here on this corner, right here. Pow. That corner is clearly visible from this security camera right here on this corner. Yeah, it can see the whole roof, right? And in Google Earth, you can actually see what looks like a little artifact of it actually showing you the camera. That looks like the little camera right there. So that's a little weird, right? That they theoretically have video evidence of him taking the shot right there with the rifle, but chose to cut the video to not show it. Okay. And then you pair that up with all these questions about how did he get the rifle up there? What, like, how did he take it apart? And so let's get into this a little bit. Because here, we got to go back to the FBI video. So let's just watch real closely. He's currently behind this space here. And then he's running out over here. Over the corner. They give us a zoom in. It gets really grainy. Right? And now we're going to revisit this a bit, but it's important to remember the theories of how this rifle was being transported. On the way in, they're saying he was hiding it in his pants, right? Disassembled and hidden in his pants. Or some people are alleging that it maybe is disassembled and hiding in his backpack. Or some people have alleged that maybe it was wrapped in a towel at some points when it was fully assembled, okay? What do we see in the video? We see him bend his legs to get over. Looks like both legs have bent at this point. And he clearly bends both legs on the drop. So the rifle's clearly not in his pants, right? You might try to make the argument he could fit it in his backpack, but we'll talk about that in a second. So it's like the only option here is that he's carrying it. And listen, I'm not going to do the video analysis to try to tell you what to believe about whether or not this item in his hand could be an entire rifle under a towel. I am personally a little skeptical that is an entire rifle underneath that towel. Especially when you actually like close up, analyze the video and watch it kind of flop around, watch it kind of get set down. That is not a rifle in his hands. It's a pretty big rifle. We're going to watch some videos of people disassembling the rifle and stuff like that. Okay. And this kind of pairs up with them telling us that he's hiding the rifle under his clothes in these photos. Right? Those are like skinny jeans, basically. Like no one sees any rifle here. So unless it's on the back side of him, this is his left leg bent. That's his left leg bent. So it's got to be on his right leg somewhere, right? In theory. But then like, wait a minute, that's his right leg bent. So, and remember that the theory that he was stuffing it down his pants, some of this stuff is released by FBI, and some of it, I'm not even showing you guys the shit. So I'm looking at these photos, because these are photos released by the FBI. And this is when he allegedly has it down his pants, right? And here his left leg is bent, and here his left leg is bent. So it's theoretically down his right leg on the back, because that's a cell phone. That's definitely not a rifle. Cell phone in the pocket. Some people have talked about this little bulge right here being the back of the rifle. So like right down at his knee. Yeah. There's definitely his right knee bending on the way up the stairwell, right? It's like, there's definitely nothing visible that would indicate a rifle. And it's a big rifle, and we will watch videos of it being assembled and disassembled. There is this funky shape right here, right? That is a funky shape. Could be a crease, could be something stuffed down the back of his pants. We got a lot of questions about this rifle. But it's important to remember that there's some stuff that was put out by the FBI, And there's some stuff that was actually put out by TMZ and other sources, right? And so the video where he is limping in to the venue, that was put out by TMZ. I don't think the FBI had anything to do with deciding to release that. And that video, that limp of the right leg, it's hard to say exactly where the prevailing notion that the rifle is down his pants came from, but that video played a large role because that helps to explain why is he limping, right? It doesn't work so well when he bends that leg this much, right? And when we're talking about the jumping off the roof video, when he lands on this jump, he clearly bends the shit out of his leg. So it's not down his pants after the shot. So maybe it's disassembled, right? A lot of people have been digging into the rifle assembly, disassembly.
Punching and cropping it and losing
everybody work
resolution and quality. We see the individual. Go to exit.
Cool. So there's a video from Matt Kester on YouTube.
And 3. Since the narrative has been presented to us about the shooting of Charlie Kirk, there have been a lot of questions online.
Do you guys have audio from the videos? Do you have audio from what I'm playing on the screen? Let me hit play.
About
certain
you guys have aspects of the narrative that were being told, specifically how did the weapon get to the murder scene or to the point where the shooter is alleged to have taken his shot. 2, how did a 22-year-old man with no formal military, my knee and the butt, the next criticism, the point.
Okay, so look at how big the rifle is.
Because the videos that we've seen, he had the rifle stacked. I'm not stuffing that in my pants. There's just no way. It's down past my knee, and the butt is still above my nose.
Right, so this is the TMZ video.
At his posture in the video.
But like he's still bending both knees. This video is very confusing, right?
His spine is straight, and his knee on his right leg can bend, but he doesn't have a lot of motion in his hip. Yeah. And I've heard people say online wrongly that he somehow had a folding rifle when clearly the rifle that we've seen has a fixed stock like this.
Yeah.
And I've also seen people.
The claim that it was a folding rifle came from a expert going on the mainstream news that was clearly just a propaganda guy, that they asked him, like, so how fast could you break a rifle down like this and conceal it? He said, in a second. In a second. Just fold, it's all put away. It's like, bitch, please get off of this television. You have just don't even
say that I'm going to try to
so he takes it apart. He's like all scared that YouTube is going to like cancel him if he shows you how to take apart this rifle, which is really cute. But he takes it apart.
Now looking at a barrel and a stock that
which is like 30 some inches at that point. That's still pretty long.
Scope or alter or affect the zero of his rifle.
So he claims that because the scope attaches directly to the upper, that you could take it apart and not affect the zero of your scope. You could stuff it down your pants and walk into campus, climb up on a building, put it back together, and have the scope perfectly zeroed. I am no gun expert, but I have questions about that theory. I would love gun experts to chime in on whether that is how scopes work, because I'm assuming that a precision instrument like a scope would not maintain at zero while you disassemble a rifle, shove it down your pants, walk for like an hour in and out of campus a whole bunch, climb up on a building, and go get ready to take your shot. Okay?
Thing with the Bowser is scope attaches right on the receiver. So the young man did not have to remove the scope or alter or affect the zero of his rifle in this transportation configuration. It's essentially 4 pieces. The barrel on the receiver, the stock.
And for anyone that doesn't know, like, about scopes and guns, this is very basic. It's not complicated, but like, the scope aims at what the scope aims at, and you have to make sure that that aligns with what the barrel is actually aiming at. And there's a process called zeroing the scope that you have to do every time you install your scope. And often you have to check it and make sure it's up, like, still good. And so if you take your scope off, you put your scope on, you got to re-zero it so that where the scope is aiming lines back up with where the barrel actually is aiming. And usually that involves some test shots. Like you zero it up as best you think you got it. And I'm sure if you're better at it, you're better at it. You take a shot and you see how far off you are from where your scope said you would hit, and then you make some adjustments and get it right on, right? And so you wouldn't want to have to re-zero your scope right before a one-shot assassination attempt, I assume, right? I'm certainly not a gun expert, but that is not a complicated concept.
The trigger guard in them.
So one thing that he did not show in this video, that you can find other videos of people disassembling these guys and putting them back together online, they require tools. In all cases that I've seen, they require two different tools, an Allen wrench and another little wrench thing. Not just like a regular Phillips head screwdriver, is my understanding. I think part of it is a screwdriver of some form, but everyone's using two different tools, which is not that important. But what is important is that Kash Patel told us that they found a screwdriver here on the roof, which makes perfect sense because he had to assemble the gun when he got up onto the roof. He had to put it all back together. Took some time on the roof to put it back together. Went and took the shot and dropped the screwdriver and left it there and ran and jumped off the roof. And that's really important because if you actually let's get the video evidence to go with this claim, because do I have that video right there? Yeah, original video running on the roof.
I can't wait till you start talking about the text messages.
Because we know that he was running right after the shot. So I guess I can zoom in. So this is the video that showed the suspect on the roof of Lossie Center running. And the video is panning, but the way you can tell that this character is already moving is by gauging the measurement, the distance between the black person and the edge of this boxy shape. And it shrinks until he's almost behind the boxy shape, right? And so this is when the shot has just been fired, right? People are still just ducking and in panic mode. And so it's like 3 seconds after the shot was fired, and this person is already up and running, right? That is corroborated by the footage the FBI gave us on this security camera, where 12:23:35 p.m., which is like right at the shooting time, he's already running across the roof. And, you know, maybe we'll give him a little bit of grace. Like, it's good to give yourself kind of some wiggle room for error or for whatever, is maybe within a minute of the shooting, right? So did he have time to disassemble the rifle and put it in a backpack? Because when you shoot a rifle, it gets hot. I don't know how hot a Mauser gets after one shot. I've heard people that are gun experts talking about the need for gloves sometimes. I don't know. Let's say he can disassemble it while it's hot without gloves. If he disassembles it, the fastest time I've seen anyone disassemble a Mauser on the internet so far in all the videos everyone's posting is like 50 seconds. It's like plausibly. He drops the screwdriver there. Maybe he's tried to stuff the Mauser into his backpack. There's no, that Mauser's not fitting into that backpack without sticking out the top. And so that's where there's, you know, the three places he could be hiding this gun by the time he's jumping off the roof here: in the pants, in the backpack, in his hand, right? Wrapped in a towel. And kind of no matter how you slice it, there's a problem. Because if it's in the backpack, then it's disassembled, right? If it's in his pants, it's not in his pants. There's no way it's in his pants because he basically crushes his knees in half on landing like a retard at the bottom here anyway. So it's definitely not in his pants. So if it's in the backpack, it's disassembled. And if it's not in the backpack, then bro is running around with a massive towel wrapped package. I've got a video actually too, somewhere in here. Maybe it's up higher. Rifle and towel. If you want to see how big a Mauser wrapped in a towel is.
Oh, this giant thing that's wrapped in a towel, it's a pool cue, a guitar science project. It's a psychological operation to see if people really believe what the FBI say, but it's definitely not a rifle. They really think that we're...
Look how big that thing is when you put the bulk of a towel around it. Not to mention, like, towels are not that big to cover a whole rifle, to get a wrap around a whole rifle and like keep it all covered up as you like run across campus with it in your hands.
I really want this AK, but this is going way too slow. Let's go ahead and get these troops. Oh my goodness, that is so helpful. Okay, let's get these little babies out of here and
like maybe he just got really lucky and didn't cross paths with anyone with any brain cells.
That fucking stupid. There's gonna be no videos of this guy walking around with this in a towel or in a backpack that doesn't fit or down his fucking pant leg. This is my shortest rifle. Okay, we're not
okay. And so when you look at the size of this in his hand right there, and then you look at the footage of this guy setting something down, right? But look at the shape of it. It clearly has just changed shapes, frame to frame. And he sets it down briefly while he steps over. Is that big enough to be a rifle? It's certainly something. Right? It's flopping around. It looks to me like it's like the whole thing is flopping right now, but I don't know. And I think he's got his backpack on this whole time. So you got to decide for yourself if you think that's the rifle. But don't worry, because there's still a piece that does not work in this story. The official story is that the rifle was disassembled on the roof. That was the original official story, although they're kind of probably not trying to, pay too much attention to the fact that that's what they told us. But they told us that he disassembled it before he went and dropped it in the woods, and he reassembled it in the woods later. But they also told us that he left his screwdriver up here on the roof. They told us that they found a screwdriver right here on the roof. And that does not work. Unless he has two screwdrivers. Right? It's also just retarded. It's like super retarded. We'll get into it a little more here in a second. But like, here's the idea. Bro runs and jumps down off this corner, runs across this grass, and into this wooded area. Candace Owens has drawn a whole bunch of attention to this house right here and what's really going on here and what this wooded area is all about. And you should go and watch Candace Owens' show about that. We'll mention it in a minute. But allegedly he runs into these woods and drops the rifle off and then runs off to his car and hides and maybe even goes and gets Dairy Queen right over here and waits to theoretically come and get it. Okay? But there's a lot of people that have a lot of questions about where the hell this rifle is. Because everything that we've seen from on the campus, whether it's the FBI footage, or rather the footage from the security camera, or whether it's, I must have closed the photos that they gave us. No one's really seeing the rifle too good in any of that. Okay. Then we have his outfit.
On and on campus, he has different clothing. Yes. So when he's first spotted on campus, he has different clothing on, and then he changes clothing on the roof, and then changed back into that clothing at some point, so that when he was apprehended, when he was arrested, the clothing matched the clothing he had on before the shooting here at UVU.
So it was like 33 hours later, he had changed back into yesterday's clothes, which is like, fair. 20-something-year-old dude. Maybe he's just that kind of guy. why he's changing clothing between like outfit A looks like a college kid, outfit B looks like a college kid, outfit C looks like a college kid, no difference. And like, what? Right? It's like, it's not like anyone knew what he looked like at the start. No one knew what he looked like until they get security footage of him. Theoretically, if he takes the shot, then eventually they'll find out what he looks like. So why is he changing back into the, like, you can kind of get it that he is wearing one outfit approaching when there's no rifle, when there's no reason for the cameras to get him, although they got him in that first outfit. I guess it was TMZ that got him. And then he changes into his shooter outfit, which was all dark with the American flag shirt. And then later in the woods, when he's dropping off the rifle, he allegedly changes back into his original outfit. Okay. Rifle in the towel. And the text exchange. No one's buying the text exchange. This text exchange has brought the whole country together, more so than just about anything in recent history, actually, which is kind of, I don't know, funny, I guess. Let me check in on you guys in the chat here for a second before we get to the next section here. How we doing, fam? How we doing? Damn, we got a lot of people watching. Cool. Then I guess we'll just keep rolling. Let me make sure I don't forget to bring you back up on the screen here.
Every month, this Airbnb pays me about $2,700 in semi-passive income. Now
So, shout out to Diligent Denizen. Diligent's the man. Great X-Base host. Always on these breaking stories. Follow Diligent. Wait, did I just see that I didn't follow Diligent? Okay, I did. Subscribe. I was like, come on, bitch, please. Okay. Don't need that. The text messages. This is not the entire text exchange. I don't think. No, it's just one slide of it.
Now, this is what gets me too, because I heard the story prior to this of, oh, there were some text messages to his lover or whatever, but I never heard like what the text messages were. And so this was my first time like hearing any of the text messages, and like when you listen to it, it's like, oh, that's a cop, nigga. Like that's how cops talk. What the fuck?
And everyone's coming up with funny memes about the text exchange. And everyone's pointing out the same shit, right? Like, he's clearly using language that is like not the kind of things that Gen Z says ever. He says vehicle, he says outfit, in a squad car, they swept the spot. I don't know if it had a serial number. It's like right here. Where is it? He says, he says something that's like, I almost got away like with leaving zero evidence. Boom, right there. If I am able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. No evidence. As he text messages his furry boyfriend, allegedly, a gigantic confession with every single piece of evidence you would ever need to not only convict him, but to close off all the loose ends that the public has been wondering about, and to give his boyfriend an alibi, and to just wrap it all up in a nice bow. Good thing he left no evidence, except for a very personalized rifle that was a gift from his grandfather. Very specific identifying rifle that was totally the one that was used to fire the shot. And a convenient confession. If you're buying this text exchange that does not have timestamps, that does not have, we have no way to verify that it's real, that it came from phones, and we've got a lot of evidence. Like, people are using AIs to analyze it, and the AI is like, no, it's 100% fake. People are digging apart the language and just laughing at it. It's a whole show. Make of it what you will. I'm not saying that it's for sure proof of anything. I think it's ridiculous. It's just, you know, the body of evidence. We're just trying to look at what all we got. There's this other little dilemma.
A written note before. Written note was there? Did he write a written note before the assassination attempt? That's what the governor said yesterday. And what did that say? If you could.
So what I'm able to say, I'm sorry. So what I'm able to say is I addressed it partially earlier, is that the written note, we believe what did exist, and we have evidence to show what was in that note, which is, and I'm going to summarize, basically saying, the suspect wrote a note saying, I have the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it. That note was written before the shooting. Evidence of its existence, we now learned existed before the shooting within the location in the suspect and partner's home. But we have since learned that the note, even though it has been destroyed, we have found forensic evidence of the note, and we have confirmed what that note says because of our aggressive interview posture at the FBI.
The whole world of mining is just a tap on your phone?
Does that mean torture?
Go Mining is your way. Anyone can start in just a few clicks. Sign up today.
Okay, so we have questions, right? A lot of people have analyzed what this statement might mean. Maybe it means written note that there was a photo of. Maybe it means text note on the internet that was deleted. Some people are honing in on that last sentence because of our aggressive interview posture, which sounds an awful lot like we coerced a confession out of someone. Personally, wait, it dropped the video audio? Or did Scene Change drop that video audio? Homie's texting me. I bet it dropped that video audio. I still got audio, right? Y'all are still here with me? Because that's a weird fucking statement. That don't make no kind of sense. Whatever it means. So, we're told that Tyler enters the campus over here, comes through these parking lots. We're not exactly told how he got on the roof, but I feel like everyone is not noticing that there's a fucking staircase right here. Like, this staircase is designed to go up to this walkway, and this walkway, you're supposed to walk on this walkway. It's designed to be walked on to go over here into the building. Like, this walkway is an official walkway. It has a little fence barrier that's supposed to keep you from crossing over and getting onto the roof here. But like, this stairway is open to the air. There's no key, there's no door, there's nothing. It's like very easy to walk up these stairs.
You're not showing it to us, bro.
We don't have any video or photos of doing that, apparently, even though our, buddies at the security camera right here can see this whole area. They would be able to see him coming up the stairs. They'd be able to see him going in over here wherever he went. And they would be able to see him going over here to lie down to take the shot. And they would be able to see him taking the shot. And they chose not to show us. Okay? But he comes over here. He hides out on the roof somewhere, presumably, puts the rifle back together, makes sure the scope is all good, runs over, lays down. And remember, there was a video that we saw early on from down this walkway of a kid filming up past the corner of this building. It was like down here filming up, and the video started after the guy had already laid down, but he said the dude just ran up and laid down prone, right? And he was laying down right up here on this corner, right here. And so that cell phone video from an attendee somewhat confirms that the shooter, whoever the person was that was up here, ran up with an assembled rifle, already ready to go, laid down, and then right after that, aimed, fired. One shot. Okay? Then the other video that we have from inside the glass building, the glass windows across the way over here, that video shows this person up and running this way across the roof. I bet that this is the little box thing that he was closing in on. It shows that happening right after the shot. Oh, you guys can't see my screen again. Here, I got you. Okay. Real quick, let me show you this one more time. I gotta hire a director, huh? So we had a video from a kid with his cell phone here. It's the video where they saw someone laying down on the roof up here of the Lossie Center. And you could tell that this is the walkway they were on filming because there's a little bit of this sign in the video and he sees the guy laying right there. So we know that the shooter ran out, laid down, basically aimed and then fired right away. You know, generally right away. Got up and ran right away, okay? They're telling us that the screwdriver was right up here somewhere. I mean, they didn't specify right there, but they told us the screwdriver was found on the roof. They don't, maybe he disassembled, maybe he assembled and disassembled, maybe he just assembled. I mean, it's pretty obvious there's no time for him to disassemble the roof or the rifle on the roof based upon this video, based upon him running and like already being ready to go and jumping off the building. Disassembling the rifle takes a minute or so if you're fast. And then he jumps off the corner, runs over here, and the video, at the end of the video we got, he allegedly runs into these woods and stashes the rifle right here. And then, based on the text messages, he hangs around for like all night long, waiting to try to retrieve his rifle or something. Okay. So then, among the many things that Candace has been revealing, she published this photo that
Get $20 off 5 cans of Zyn when you take the Zyn 10 challenge. Try it for 10 days. Smoke free. Hands free.
was allegedly circulating amongst the neighbors and the locals. Allegedly taken by Dairy Queen, like internal security cameras at 6:38 p.m. So long after the shooting, several hours. There's posts going around that have misconstrued it as being 17 minutes after the shooting. That is not when this photo was taken. This photo was taken allegedly at 6:38 p.m., assuming that it's real. And it's at this Dairy Queen that is 17 minutes away from campus. Okay? So Candace is now canvassing the town of Orem for anyone with doorbell cameras, etc., to see if anyone caught video of his vehicle driving to this Dairy Queen. Because when you look at him, as Candace pointed out, this is kind of weird. He looks pretty chill. He doesn't even seem to know that he's on the run. He doesn't seem to know that he's wearing half of the shooter's outfit. He's in a half outfit. He's in the red shirt that was paired with light shorts, I believe. Whereas the man that we saw on campus, here, I'll just pull them up. This is the first photos that the FBI gave us, right? So he's still got the blue jeans on in this photo, it would appear. I don't have the, I didn't save the footage of the TMZ videos. Is it in this one? No. So this is a little puzzling, right? Because this looks like an unaware man. This looks like a dude that is killing time or something. People have been digging into this photo. The digging is not done yet. People notice that there's a Superman poster in the background that seems a little out of date, so there's a little bit of skepticism about the photo. There's people, they're trying to get people to go to this location right now to see if they can corroborate this photo or not, if this poster is still up. This deal, I think, is allegedly still running, but we're figuring that. I wouldn't run with this as being confirmed yet, but it raises some questions, some big questions. Because paired with Candace releasing this photo, she also alleged that the neighbors are gossiping, and she's in touch with them, apparently. You should really go watch her show from last night. I don't actually know if she streamed today. Did Candace do an episode today? I was busy running around. Oh, she's about to stream? Homies, we're gonna have to wrap it up in here, dogs. And go see what she's about to drop. A picture worth 1,000 words. Oh, I know where that's going. Cool. So in those rumors that the neighbors are circulating, Candace alleges that they're saying that the rifle was actually left beside this house in like a chicken coopy kind of area right behind this house. Allegedly. That is just rumors. It's not confirmed at all. And she refers to this house here as being owned by the college itself and being sort of a mysterious property. And, I don't know what to make of all that. You can go and watch for yourself. But one of the most interesting things that came out of Candace's show recently is that she claims that she is talking with Lance Twiggs, the boyfriend's family. She claims that Lance Twiggs' parents are in direct communication with her, which already is raising alarm bells about the official narrative. Just the fact that they're talking to her, not to mention what they're apparently saying about their son Lance. I'm not going to dig into it, but just be aware that's happening, and you should watch Candace to find out more. Let's talk about the SD card guy. There's been developments on this one that just came out today on Charlie Kirk's show, obviously without Charlie there. Tucker Carlson hosted the Charlie Kirk show, which we will talk about. But this guy, everyone's getting suspicious of this guy. Because A, he picks up the chair that Charlie has just died in the middle of a hot crime scene. This chair is probably covered in blood. And immediately he puts the chair there and gets up to take the SD card out of the camera, presumably. I mean, I've even seen people throwing out the theory that this is like some secret Mossad camera with a gun in it, that the camera shot him. It's like, okay, I don't know. Like, anything's possible. But no, I don't think so. But whatever he does, he takes the camera down. He takes it over.
This is Ford Truck Month with big offers on award-winning built Ford Tough F-150 and Super Duty. Both ranked #1 in new vehicle quality by J.D. Power. Now lease F-150 for $499 with 0 down payment or get 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $2,750 bonus cash.
He takes the SD card out of the bottom. He looks
Anybody
around
seen
a
that
little
part?
sketchy like.
I've only seen one other video, one other person showing this part of the video.
Okay. It's like, okay. I don't know. Like, anything's possible. But no, I don't think so. But whatever he does, he takes the camera down. He takes it over. He takes the SD card out of the bottom. He looks around a little sketchy like.
And that's as Kirk is on the ground, bleeding out and dying. This guy takes the chair that Kirk was sitting in, he stands on it so he can reach up high enough to grab this fucking camera that was posted behind him. Snatches the camera down and then proceeds to remove the SD card. Yeah, you're not a spy at all, bro. Yeah, you're not a spy. You're not a double agent, bro. Just because you want to steal the closest, probably highest resolution video of the incident that just happened. You're like, let me get this shit down now, nigga. Take it down now. I bet, like, right before it happened, he's thinking like that camera's gonna be a fucking issue. And now he's like, fuck. As soon as he goes down, I'm gonna have to get that goddamn camera. Or not the whole thing, at least take the fucking card out. I'm gonna have to grab that SD card out of that camera. Because it's right here. I bet they was like, well, you don't really need a camera right there. And Kirk is like, no. I always like having a camera right behind me so I can see. So when on playback, we can edit in the audience better. When someone comes up to their microphone and asks a question, it's a really good vantage point to see, you know, the people in the crowd. And like, they're like, yeah, I get your point. But now, like, after we kill you, I gotta fucking climb on a chair and reach up there and grab this fucking camera down. Like, bro, you making my job harder. Like, bro, you making my job hard, man.
Okay. That's a little weird. It has just come out today on the Charlie Kirk show.
Very well aware of the existence of evil, obviously. So were us on his team. You know, there's a, by the way, just one other conspiracy theory I just want to snuff out here. One of our dear friends that literally from the very beginning started with us and loved Charlie like a brother. He grabbed the SD cards out of the camera afterwards. And there's all these conspiracy videos about why did he grab the SD cards? Well, first of all, they're in the possession of the FBI. Okay. It's not like he took them and like ran off with them.
That does not make us feel great, but anyway.
Second of all, I asked him personally, I said, why did you do that? And he looked at me and this was his answer. He said, because I know people can be evil.
So make of that what you will. I'm not trying to insinuate anything. It seems a little weird. Like if I were in that position, I would be trying to download all the footage before giving it to the FBI, because you'll probably never see it again. But in my mind, the smoking gun so far that something is wrong here is the choice to not show us the footage that they clearly had because of their security camera that they did show us footage from that was mounted here on this corner. They chose not to show us footage of the shot being taken, even though they had it. Right? And then we have this whole combobulation of the rifle being assembled, disassembled, hidden in pants, jumping off of roofs, towels wrapped around it, dropped in the woods, all very fishy. We have no confirmation of this kid ever holding this rifle. We have not seen this kid with the rifle at all, even though they theoretically have footage of him laying down shooting it that they could have released, that they clipped out intentionally, right? And one of the other really weird parts that still is just a huge red flag to me is George Zinn. Remember this guy? Yeah, we're not going to memory hole George Zinn. If you haven't seen the reporting on George Zinn yet, he was a witness to 9/11 and he called in a bomb threat right after the Boston Marathon bombing. And he just seems to turn up at all of these nexus points in history. And I've made a couple of posts about this so far saying that that is a spy. Like, that's the signature of a spy. You don't know for sure, but he's an old Ashkenazi Jewish dude in the least Jewish state in America. A dude gets shot in front of a giant crowd, and immediately his first response is to agitate and pretend that he just assassinated someone and to try to get arrested. Really? Like, really, bro? Is that the story we're running with? Because that is not a story. That's not a thing that people do unless you're part of a team creating a distraction in order for the real shooter to get away. right? And then it further developed. He told the cops, I shot Charlie Kirk, and he admits that he wanted to help the real killer escape, according to the Daily Mail. He then apparently had CP on his phone and is now charged for being in possession of CP. So that's awkward. That's a little awkward. There's a whole debate about whether or not Charlie was wearing body armor. Now all these videos are getting this content warning, which I don't know if I can manage to avoid the content warning, but I just wanted to share. This guy is, I think Zeb Boykin is his name, Outside the Overton, his YouTube channel. He's getting a lot of followers for good reason. This video has gotten a lot of views lately because it's a good explanation. People keep wondering about what happened with Charlie's shirt, because Charlie's shirt like pops up all weird right when he gets hit. And it's very hard to understand why that would happen. And Zeb has I think his name is Zeb Boykin. I'm going to call him Outside the Overton, though, just to be safe. But he has this theory about Charlie's earpiece and the wire running into his shirt, and that it's actually grabbing the wire from his earpiece as the earpiece flies out of his ear. And it's a pretty decent theory.
But let's say he's got it plugged in right here.
Right? So the cord would wrap around his neck, be clipped to the lapel mic,
he's sitting down,
and then wire down to his box on his
and when it hits,
belt.
It pops up, right? So you can see the cord is somewhat similar to where his is. Pulls it up. Cord is running down through the neck.
Right, and it makes this weird shape that people were interpreting as body armor, and maybe it is. I have gotten mixed responses on the body armor situation. I'm not really sure what to make of it. I've been told that Charlie was wearing body armor and that he has special body armor that is designed to look like your chest so that an assailant wouldn't realize you're wearing body armor, like some super sick ass special body armor that's like skin tone, like hides, maybe. I don't know. I don't really trust that report, but I don't distrust it. I don't know how to know. But it makes a big difference for whether all these shooter from behind on his right theories are plausible or not. One thing that is worth mentioning that I don't know how to. Okay, I hope that YouTube won't kill us for this. I'm going to pull this back up. Listen, I am not a firearms expert. I'm definitely not a ballistics expert or a crime scene expert. But my understanding is that entry wounds where the bullet goes in are smaller than the diameter of the bullet, and they're often very hard to locate because they don't just start bleeding. Blood comes out the exit wound, not the entrance wound, right? And that's not a hard and fast rule. If it were to hit his body armor here somehow and like ricochet or like have, you know, dispersion of little flak and shrapnel, and something like that were to hit him, maybe it's different because it's more of a tear. It's not a bullet going in. Maybe. I don't know. But if it's a bullet hitting him, the blood comes out the back, not the front. And if the bullet were to hit him straight on, there'd be blood all over the back of like the tent, and there was not. So there's a lot of questions still about what exact kind of wound is this. And it doesn't help that there's not been any reporting at all on the autopsy that was theoretically conducted to the highest legal standard.
I never thought about that.
And I would hope that
Where's
Erica
the
Burke
autopsy
had her
results?
eyes on that autopsy, and that she knows, I mean, hopefully not literally on the autopsy, but you know what I'm saying, is like, hopefully that she's aware of how these things work and is aware of how this autopsy was done. Because we not only do not have any autopsy report, we also have all mainstream media and all official narrative building completely avoiding the topic of the autopsy altogether. No one's mentioned it. No one's mentioned the findings of it or who did it or anything about it. Even though that autopsy is very important, because we got an awful lot of credible theories that I'm not going to run through. You should watch Zeb Boykin's video outside the Overton I was just citing, because he goes through frame by frame of the highest quality video you can find and finds frames where it kind of looks like a bullet was captured by the cameras mid-flight coming from his side. So far, I've seen frames of the bullet behind him coming towards him. And then someone just today found a frame in one of the videos of the bullet apparently having, after gone through the neck and out the front, downwards. And there's a frame where they have it looking like there's a bullet that you can see in front of his leg on the way down to the ground. So it'd be like passing through down to the ground in front of him. Don't know how to say for certain. You're just gonna have to judge for yourself whether you think those are credible or not. I do think it's interesting that we're seeing things that look like bullets in multiple frames that line up in terms of their trajectory and timing and everything.
To really get started with go mining, here's what you need to do. Hover over the My Miners tab in the navigation bar and click the Create Miner button.
All right, I am rapidly running out of paint on my palette, but instead of loading up some more paints, guys, I think I might take a little break for a minute. I woke up normal without, like no alarm or anything. I just woke up when I woke up this morning, and I don't know, I'm starting to feel a little sleepy again. I don't know if I should just go like lay back down or chill for a minute. I do know this coffee is calling me for a bathroom break right now after we haven't taken a bathroom break all morning. But let me go do that. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna try to wrap it up real quick.
And people are doing acoustic analysis of the crack bang, of when you hear the crack bang, and there's a flash in the window that they're analyzing that kind of looks like a muzzle flash, and maybe it is, I don't know. And if you do the math for a rifle of this power firing at this velocity, how far away are you if the sound travels that fast? And this is the moment when you see the flash, and they're all kind of getting the same distance that would put the shooter up on this roof like the official story has. But all of those crack bang analyses that I've seen so far are for the rifle that we're told he used. But if the shooter was down here, and if people are going to run with this theory that the shooter was somewhere over here, then you might be looking at a smaller round, smaller gun, at a pistol, at something concealed, at something mechanical, at who knows. You might want to start doing calculations for slower velocities of bullets with that crack bang that people are doing over here. There are plenty of experts that have other opinions than Zeb, and you should look at their stuff too. Paramount Tactical put out one of the videos that the most people watched first, where he explains how plate armor works, and he explains how shrapnel can come off of a plate like this.
Or that we have some really.
And this video is definitely worth a watch from Paramount Tactical to give some credit to the theory that he's wearing body armor and it hits him in the chest, which is what you would be aiming for usually, and that a ricochet hits him in the front of the neck. I'm not super convinced by it at this point, but who knows? There's earpiece footage and questions going on. Shout out to Ryan Mata. Ryan Mata has been crushing the reporting on this story. Follow Ryan Mata for constant updates on this story. Ryan Mata Media on X.
A lot of conspiracy theories out there, but we have absolute 100% definitive proof that Charlie Kirk was hit from the front. There was no magic bullet. There was no second shooter. There was no side shot. There was no bullet flying through the air that somebody magically caught on a cell phone filming at 30 frames per second. We know that thanks to the bearded puck who goes by @puckbearded over on X. Check this out.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Townsend, we're not counting gang violence. Great.
Right? So this is apparently his earpiece flying off.
Townsend, we're not counting gang violence. Great.
What you just watched there was Charlie Kirk get hit, and so much impact that his earpiece that he was wearing literally flies off backwards. Not to the side, not to the left, not to...
Okay? So the earpiece flying off lends credit to Zeb Boykin's or Outside the Overton's theory that the earpiece is what caused the weird shirt thing. But that being said, it's important to get multiple takes because this
Suspected
guy's
that
analysis,
if he was more of a-
Marcus J. Allen on YouTube, he's got a lot of analysis on various aspects of this. I don't agree with all of his analysis, but he seems to have his head on his shoulders at least.
Could be auger, the video that I
And he's talking about Zeb's video,
But
and he's
this is
examining
invisible.
how invisible can earpieces get, because then he does a great analysis of the video that we have, looking for an
If we
earpiece
watch the
in
footage-
Charlie's right ear.
Let me zoom in here. Look at this. Because I was thinking, well, maybe the footage is so grainy we just can't see it. But we can see it very clearly on his bodyguard. And I would imagine they invest in similar products and that Charlie would have the same type of thing close, right? But I don't see anything. I don't see anything. No earpiece. Zoom out. I'm looking.
So then it's like maybe he just hadn't put it on yet, but now he's like talking. Now he's got the microphone. This is during the event.
No earpiece.
Sure doesn't look like there's an earpiece.
But we do have a necklace. This and to the other YouTuber could be a recorder for himself of years, and I do this times not freaking. And this is really grainy.
Sure doesn't look like there's an earpiece.
I just don't see it. Maybe it's there. I don't see it. But
so then maybe he says maybe that thing that flies back is his necklace. Maybe his necklace breaks and it's his necklace, right? Who knows? Jumping off the roof, body armor. Okay. So there's a lot of theories flying around that covers a lot of the ones that are the most
Go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Leva, where's the golf cart? There it is. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
credible at this point in my mind. There's obviously a lot of analysis of people that look like they're doing signals and spotting and stuff right next to Charlie, but it's like, that's like Pizzagate looking for pizza symbolism. It's like, yeah, you might be right that maybe the symbols mean things, but like, how are you ever going to prove that? How are you ever going to run with that theory? You know? So I'm trying to look for things that are more concrete, like them purposefully cutting out the part of the video that they clearly had of him taking the shot, allegedly. That's very weird. As well as the evidence we have on video of what actually happened when Charlie got shot, and what can we infer from all of that. Okay. And I mean, call me crazy, but right now, that story is not adding up at all. We have no credible evidence in my mind that Tyler Robinson ever had this rifle on that campus, even though we have evidence to suggest that they should have evidence of it, that they could have showed us. We have a very confused timeline around the rifle, the outfits, kind of the whole entry, exit, everything. And it's confounded by the video content put out by regular people, which they did not have control over. That's one thing to think about, is what came from organic sources that they didn't control, as far as we know, and what came from the controlled narrative space that could have been used to shape the narrative. Because what they did not control is where you find the things that poke holes in what they tried to control, if it is a cover-up. Then we have this weird old Jewish man clearly trying to help someone escape by his own admission. And then we have all the weird statements about the timeline and the events and the text message, admission of guilt, and the whole boyfriend story. That all does not square with the left or the right or just about anybody. And so, when you have one of the largest political people in America assassinated on live TV, your first thought should be, was this a professional assassination? And it's not necessarily. There are definitely crazy kooks that take shots at people. Usually, the crazy kooks seem to get an arsenal of guns and go into a school and go on a suicide mission, essentially, and, you know, murder a bunch of people and then take their own life. That's what usually seems to happen. Not usually are they planning out a carefully orchestrated hit that involves them getting away clean and then giving a whole text message admission of guilt on regular text.
So there's not a lot left on this jacket. This little section right here, get out my mouth. This little section of black right here, the section of white sleeve, and this red part. Then we'll have the jacket done. So I take a little break. That's probably like another hour and a half of painting, baby. Yeah, I just feel so sleepy right now. But it's looking good though. Those wrinkles are starting to come out nice. Getting that really realistic fabric fold to it. Trying to get the lines on that on that logo or that insignia took so long. I'll come back and try to tighten those stars up a little bit more, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
This is not my case to solve. I was not involved. I didn't know Charlie. I was not involved in Turning Point. I'm staying out of it. I am a dude on the sidelines looking.
So you got some lettering on this, which is pretty cool.
I don't want to get in there. This is not my thing, and I'm not involved.
I'm really liking it. It's crazy to have jackets on because that was the time of year when it was cool and chilly outside. You had to wear jackets, and now we're already back at that time of year where it's getting cool and we're going to have to wear jackets and stuff again. So sometimes it seems like a crazy long period between when I actually photograph the piece and when I actually paint the piece. Oh man, but I really do need to start hounding people for photographs because I'm running low on pictures. Actually, I only have one picture on my phone that I'm considering painting, but other than that, I don't have anything else. So, yeah, we're going to definitely have to get at least a couple more pictures to hold us through the wintertime. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me this Saturday morning. We got some new music from last night. Oh, I didn't even show. Picked up some prints. Okay. So I made some large prints of these. So these prints are actually as big as the canvas, 25 by 25. Oh, they're really curly. I'm gonna have to set them out a little bit. We got these prints looking super duper. Looking super duper. And then we got this printed up. Looking flipping awesome. And then we got this one printed up as well. So I like them. All of them came out really good.
think the French are looking really nice. So that's something. Okay. I'll put these back in this little thing, so in this bag, so they don't get messed up. All right, guys. Oh my God. I might go take me a little nap. I need to do a grocery order today as well. And I don't know what else. But anyway, guys, I'll get with y'all next time. Peace. We out of here.